Hi, Jewish Mom. So I wanted to tell you about an interesting Shabbat meal that we had this past week. We are a host family for something called Shabbat of a Lifetime. And Shabbat of a Lifetime, basically their goal is to provide tourists who come to Israel, Jewish and non-Jewish, with like an authentic Jewish experience, giving basically tourists the ability. Up until now, tourists would come to Israel and they would meet their tour guide, and they would meet, the people in their hotel, but they wouldn't actually meet real Jewish families that live in Israel. And now, so Shabbat of a Lifetime provides these tourists with the opportunity to do that, to meet like the host family and to experience Shabbat and to meet a Jewish family. So we've been doing this for a few years, and it's always a really fascinating experience and a really positive experience for us. So this week we hosted a group of very kind of distinguished German philanthropists, not Jewish, very, very lovely people. So these were very distinguished people. After Trump left the King David, then that same day, then they moved in. Gives you a sense of their the kind of socioeconomic bracket that we're talking about, and really lovely people. It was a really lovely experience for us. It was interesting. So they had a lot of questions about how we raise our children, how we raise them, kind of balancing tradition and wanting to raise kids who are maintaining a tradition and with our Jewish values at the same time, living like we live in a modern world, and how we find that balance. So they had a lot of questions about that. So what I really want to tell you about, I wanted to tell you about what basically, my husband actually speaks German, so we host a lot of German groups, and so he did most of the talking, but at one point they asked me about jewishmom.com and what I write about on jewishmom.com. And it occurred to me that this would be something that I should actually say to you, because I'm not sure that I've ever actually said it to you, what jewishmom.com is all about. So this is what I said. First of all, the goal of jewishmom.com is to validate. Being a mother, being any kind of mother, is challenging. It's challenging to be taking care of children and to be taking care of a home and to manage a family. But I think for Jewish mothers, for observant Jewish mothers, it's especially challenging because we tend to have larger families, and also we have we have more demands upon us in terms of our responsibilities because we are observant Jews, in terms of preparing Shabbat. And I pointed to them like the beautiful Shabbat meal, but I actually hadn't prepared it. That's actually catered by Shabbat of a Lifetime. Another very nice plus of Shabbat of a Lifetime. I don't have to cook when they come. So we cook for Shabbat. And I told them, and this week we have a festival coming up, Shavuot, and I have to get ready for that. And there's all sorts of responsibilities related just to being related. There's all sorts of extra responsibilities related to being an observant Jew. So basically, what I say to my mother, to the mothers who read my website, is I want them to know that this is challenging, and if you're finding this challenging, that's normal. That's really normal. You're having a hard time, that's normal. You're finding this, you're having a hard time at times, that's very normal, and like validate what people are feeling, because we all go through it, and I do that by sharing my own experiences of how things are challenging for me and how I deal, etc. Okay, so then I told them, and the next goal of jewishmom.com is to inspire, to take mothers. Basically, when you're a mother, it's very, very easy to get caught in the details. To say, today I'm cleaning this, I'm cooking this, I'm changing this child's diaper, I'm taking this child to nursery school, and get caught in the little details. And what I try to do is I try to show mothers the big picture of what we are doing, that we as mothers, that we are, that we're doing, that we are raising the next generation of the Jewish people, that we are doing something of great importance, that we are doing something, that all these details put together are something truly great. We're doing what Hashem wants from us. And I said, and you, coming from where you're coming from, I don't have to tell you how important it is for us to be raising large families, to be repopulating the Jewish people, to be raising them as as Jews who preserve the Jewish tradition. How important that is, so inspiring mothers to see not only the little details, but to see the big picture, the meaning of what they're doing. So at the end, when I finished, all the people applauded. Very nice, very nice. So at this juncture, I would like to applaud you, Jewish moms, for doing everything that you do, and to remind you, in conclusion, it's challenging. It's challenging. And Shavuot is going to be challenging for a lot of us moms, especially with younger children. But to remember what we are doing, that we are raising the next generation of the Jewish people. I have a friend, and what she says to herself all the time. She comes from a secular background. And she says like every time she talks with her parents, then they say, okay, like what class are you giving? What are you doing professionally? Da, da, da. And just how important it is for her to say to herself, to say to herself, okay, like I do that extra stuff sometimes, but like what I am doing is I am raising a Jewish family. I am raising a Jewish family. She says it to herself over and over because she's like, to remind herself, this is not nothing. This is not nothing. This is very, very, very important. I am raising a Jewish family. I am raising a Jewish family. I am raising a Jewish family. On that note, I want to wish all of the Jewish moms with a very, very Chag Sameach.